As I creep upon the ocean's rocks, I see something little and furry. It's a sea otter. These animals have interesting eating habits. Sea otters get their food by diving. They can also sense prey using their whiskers. Finally, sea otters can use a rock to discourage mollusks and urchins. Sea otters are so fascinating.
It was a sunny day in New York. I was on the bridge along the river and I saw seals along the river's beach. Seals are great hunters with sharp teeth. They are able to dive up to 150 to 200 meters to search for prey. Their favorite dishes are capulin, herring, and cod. They can eat up to 4 to 6% of their body weight. Small prey they eat underwater and large prey they bring on land. The adult seal can feed their pups milk with their big amount of body weight. Seals are fancy hunters.
I was fishing on my boat when I saw a beautiful creature. What was it? It was a mahi-mahi. The mahi-mahi is a very beautiful species. These fish grow quickly up to 7 feet and can weigh up to 88 pounds. A male has a bigger dorsal fin than a female. They are green, blue, and a little bit of yellow. Mahi-mahi are a very unique fish.
Have you ever seen a grouper before? Here are some facts about what they eat. Groupers hunt in a special way. Some groupers hunt with eels. Groupers eat fish, sharks, baby turtles, mud crabs, and octopuses. They use suction to eat their prey. It helps them to catch fish and other prey they eat. Groupers are really cool hunters.
A sea turtle swims in the sparkling water. They are amazing water creatures. Sea turtles in an interesting way. They have no teeth. They have a beak instead. They use their beak to scrape algae off rocks and tear seaweed. Finally, hatchlings are omphivores and adults are herbivores. Sea turtles have really cool eating habits.
Chomp, that's a great white shark eating a seal. The great white shark is one of the highest predators of the ocean food chain. Great white sharks eat earless seals, sea lions, marine turtles, crustaceans, and seabirds. These creatures can find prey by sensing blood in the water. If there are 10 billion drops of water in 1 drop of blood, they can still find it. They hunt at dawn and dusk and during the night. The great white shark is an amazing predator.
Have you ever slid on ice? Well, penguins have too. Emperor penguins have very interesting habitats. These amazing animals are only found in Antarctica. They live in oceans and coasts. Their feathers keep them warm for the negative 50 degrees Celsius water. Wow, the habitat of an emperor penguin is so cool.
There is a tiny light coming from nowhere. As it comes closer, there is a small animal. It is a comb jelly. Do you want to learn about how and what the comb jelly eats? Comb jellies have interesting feeding habits. They eat copepods, fish larvae, and even other comb jellies. They can eat 500 copepods an hour. The comb jellies don't have stinging tentacles to catch food. Instead, they use their tentacles to push food into their mouths. They are excellent eaters.
Marine iguanas lounge along the seashore. Water is splashing as they dive in, trying to find some algae along the seafloor. Marine iguanas feast in a unique way. Marine iguanas get their food by diving underwater. Then, they use their sharp claws to get a chunk of algae. In fact, only 5% of marine iguanas can dive underwater. Most of those are the strong males. The male iguanas can dive up to 30 meters. Wow, that's too deep for a human. Some people think they're ugly and dangerous, but in my opinion, they're fantastic. Do you know what whale lives in cold water, is white, and has a bump on its head? Well, that's a beluga whale. Beluga whales look different from other whales. These whales are white. When they are born, they are a gray or brown color and fade to white when they are about 5 years old. They are 13 to 20 feet. Belugas are one of the smallest types of whale. I think they're really cool. Another amazing fact is that they have a rounded forehead and no dorsal fin. Beluga whales are such unique whales. Swoosh, that is a seahorse swimming in an open area to give birth. Seahorses give birth in a very unique way. A female seahorse lays a lot of eggs, even hundreds. Then she passes the eggs to the male. When it is time to give birth, the male pumps water through the brood pouch. Seahorses in the brood pouch take up to 45 days to hatch. Wow, isn't that cool? It takes so long just to be a seahorse. That's why they're a unique animal in the sea.
I was snorkeling in a beautiful reef and I saw an eel poke his head out of the reef. Electric eels are special because they can shock you. An electric eel has a shock so powerful it can make a horse fall down. The volt is about 650 units. These creatures cannot see well, so they use their electric signal to find their way. Smaller fish are usually their prey. I wouldn't want to run into these tense creatures.
Splish splash. That's the sound of an octopus swimming through the sea. Octopuses have an interesting appearance. First, they can weigh more than 50 pounds. Wow! Did you know that octopuses can blend in with many things in the ocean? That's amazing! They are about 5 to 4 meters or 18 feet in length. Octopuses appear different, but I love them all.
That's the sound of the orca coming up for a breath of air. Orcas are super cool hunters. Let's learn some facts about these awesome hunters. Orcas eat walruses, seals, penguins, whales, and even sharks. They have a technique of bumping seals off the ice. That must be really cool to watch. They hunt in groups called pods. A pod is kind of like a family. These are just a few facts about orcas' hunting habits.
What's that sound? That's a sea snake swimming in the shallow water. Sea snakes eat some very interesting food. These creatures are carnivores, so they eat animals in the ocean. Some of their favorite food are eggs, fish, octopuses, and eels. Baby sea snakes eat twice a week. Adult sea snakes eat once a week. Sea snakes eat some crazy things.
I was scuba diving and I saw a tiger shark swim past me. Tiger sharks have interesting eating habits. Tiger sharks will eat for fun even when they are not hungry. They will eat anything like jewelry and ship parts. They also eat sea turtles, stingrays, and more. I think those facts about a tiger shark's diet are interesting.
What animal has a stingray and lives in the ocean? It's a stingray. It swims to the ocean floor and makes a shh sound. I saw only its eyes poking out of the sand. Stingrays have an interesting way of getting food. They eat invertebrates like small fish, squid, shrimp, and snails. Their diet affects their color and shape. That is so cool. Stingrays' body are supported by cartilage, which is the same material as our ears are made out of. The cartilage gives the stingrays the ability to bend in small spaces to hide from prey. A stingray's diet is so cool.
Tick. That's the sound of a bottlenose dolphin ticking in the water while jumping up and down. Bottlenose dolphins have a cool diet. Adults eat 4 to 6 of their body weight per day. Offshore dolphins mostly eat fish and squid. Bottlenose dolphins often feed indivisible non-school fish. These are some really cool facts about bottlenose dolphins' eating habits.